Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. I never imagined I would be the kind of person who ended up uncovering the infidelity of someone I trusted with my whole heart. We had been married for 7 years, and from the outside we looked like the perfect couple. Friends constantly admired how solid our relationship appeared, how deeply connected we seemed. And I believed it, because I wanted to believe it. I thought love was meant to feel secure, steady, and unshakable. But one night, that belief collapsed in the harshest way possible. The shift began subtly. Tiny changes I brushed off at first. She started setting new passwords on her phone, laughing at messages she hid from me, coming home late claiming it was work, and putting in extra effort with her looks whenever she knew I would be around. I tried to trust her, to silence the uneasiness creeping into my chest. I told myself I was imagining things, overanalyzing, being irrational. I convinced myself she still loved me. I wanted to believe that more than anything. But then came the night everything unraveled. I couldn't sleep. Something inside me, call it instinct, call it dread, wouldn't let me rest. I know it sounds intrusive, even desperate, but the feeling was too strong to ignore. While she was showering, I picked up her phone and opened the messages she never wanted me to see. And there it was. Flirtatious texts. Provocative photos. Conversations that left no room for doubt. She had been unfaithful. But what froze me was her explanation to the other person. She said it was just for fun. Just for fun. As if 7 years of marriage, our life, our home, our memories, were nothing more than a casual distraction. I remember sitting on the edge of the bed in total silence, staring at the screen while my mind spiraled. How could someone who claimed to love me treat our relationship like a joke? She didn't sound guilty. She didn't sound conflicted. The messages were light, carefree, playful, as if my heart wasn't even part of the equation. I felt anger take hold of me so fiercely my entire body shook. I couldn't think, couldn't breathe. But beneath the rage came an unexpected clarity. I realized I couldn't forgive her, not now and not ever if this was how she viewed us. The next morning I filed for divorce. I didn't make a scene. I didn't shout. I simply packed some clothes and stayed with a friend for a few days. The legal process was cold and emotionless, but somehow cleansing. Each signature felt like reclaiming a piece of myself. My pride, my peace, my future. Friends reacted with shock. Some questioned my decision, calling her behavior a mistake. But I knew better. Mistakes happen once. Choices are repeated. And she had chosen this path knowing exactly what it could do to me. Weeks passed. I forced myself back into a routine, focused on work, tried to quiet the ache. Then out of nowhere she texted me. Can we talk? I ignored her at first. What could she possibly say that would matter now? But curiosity, frustration, and a lingering trace of old affection made me give in. Eventually I agreed to meet. The moment I walked into the cafe, I barely recognized her. She looked worn out, nervous, pale, and full of the regret she never had before. The arrogance she'd shown during the affair was gone. Her hands trembled as she leaned forward and whispered, "I ruined everything. I don't know what I was thinking. Please, just listen." Her voice cracked, tears spilling over as she apologized again and again. She cried, begged, made promises, said she would change, said she would do anything to fix what she broke. Every word was designed to tug at the version of me who once adored her. Inside, though, I felt a complicated storm, anger, hurt, and an old familiar softness I didn't want to acknowledge. I remembered the years together, the laughter, the mornings drinking coffee, the plans we once made. But I couldn't erase the words that had haunted me, just for fun. That carelessness had carved a wound too deep. Calmly, without raising my voice, I told her the truth. What you did isn't something I can pretend away. You treated our marriage like entertainment. I can't unsee what I saw. I'm sorry, but this chapter is closed. Her face collapsed. She cried harder, clutching the edge of the table, shaking from head to toe. She begged again, pleaded, tried everything. But inside, my decision was already cemented. I had learned a vital lesson. Self-worth cannot be bargained with. Love cannot survive where betrayal is minimized. I walked out of that cafe feeling a strange combination of grief and liberation. It felt like emerging from a disaster, broken but alive and stronger than before. In the following weeks, I restructured my life. I rebuilt my confidence. I learned to find peace in my own space, to appreciate my own company, to trust myself again. Slowly, clarity replaced the hurt. And eventually I realized something profound. Some people are capable of deep selfishness, and some wounds simply cannot be repaired. Protecting your heart sometimes means leaving behind what once meant the world, even when the memories try to pull you back. I lost a wife, yes, but I gained something far more valuable: control of my own future. A life shaped by my choices, not her betrayals. And for the first time in years, I felt free. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.